AECSP achievements, 11 years of partnership under ANZAFTA. The agreement establishing the ASEAN Australia-New Zealand Free Trade Area, ANZAFTA, was the first region-to-region, most comprehensive, and highest quality free trade agreement for ASEAN, Australia, and New Zealand. The ANZAFTA Economic Cooperation Support Program, AECSP, was established in 2010 to implement the Economic Cooperation chapter of the agreement. The AECSP's strategic objectives are to support ANZAFTA parties to operationalize and implement the ANZAFTA, progress the built-in agenda of the agreement, advance economic integration amongst parties, and promote opportunities for business utilization. Through good governance processes and close partnership amongst all 12 parties, the AECSP has supported 94 projects to date, enabling a rich diversity of high-quality, demand-driven economic research, policy advice, and tailored capacity building across various sectors to deliver on its 4 strategic objectives, benefiting over 12,000 government officials and businesses from the region. The AECSP, in particular, has addressed ANZAFTA implementation gaps amongst parties, with priorities on and the most benefits for the less developed members. With the AECSP support, all parties had successfully implemented the first protocol to amend the ANZAFTA agreement, ANZAFTA tariff reduction schedules, and the product-specific rules in the Harmonized System 2017. Further, the AECSP has enhanced the sustainable understanding and capacity of government officials and businesses of essential trade in goods disciplines, aiming to facilitate and increase trade, reduce transaction costs, and foster more business opportunities across ANZAFTA. An array of targeted technical assistance from the AECSP has contributed to streamlining and improving quarantine systems and procedures, harmonizing international standards and regulations, and strengthening regional cooperation. The implementation of the ASEAN Regional Diagnostic Network, ARDN, project since 2010 and the development of the ASEAN Regional Guideline to implement international standards related to SPS are cases in point. The AECSP continues supporting the multi-year STRACAP Work Plan Implementation Program, SWIP, in the agreed sectors, such as food and beverage, and cosmetics. Moreover, the AECSP also assists micro, small and medium enterprises, MSMEs, and MSME enablers to augment their practical knowledge and technical expertise in the international standards of prepared food, helping them gain greater market access and integrate into the global supply chains. The AECSP has supported developing the ASEAN Qualifications Reference Framework, AQRF, to drive substantial reforms within the AMS education and training systems, boosting transparency and the international community's trust in ASEAN qualifications and increase people mobility in the ANZAFTA region. Similarly, the AECSP endeavors to facilitate the investment flow by assisting parties to address impediments to expanding investment through comprehensive investment policy reviews, regional public-private dialogues, and enhanced understanding of investment disputes, resolutions, and prevention. Invaluable assistance in various areas of mutual interest among ANZAFTA parties has stimulated sound and balanced intellectual property systems to promote trade and investment and deepen economic integration. This is a work in progress through effective and adequate creation, protection, utilization, and enforcement of IP rights. The AECSP has enabled numerous capacity building and exchange of information to promote competition, economic efficiency, consumer welfare, and the curbing of anti-competitive practices. Since 2014, the Competition Law Implementation Program, CLIP, has helped all ASEAN competition authorities draft, introduce, reform, and enforce relevant legal and institutional mechanisms necessary for effective competition law implementation. CLIP also set a stage for the new ANZAFTA Consumer Affairs Program, CAP. These continued efforts support efficient, responsive, resilient markets and inclusive, sustainable economic growth in the region. A rich diversity of knowledge products and resources have been designed to help businesses, especially MSMEs, reap the benefits offered by ANZAFTA. All are available on the ANZAFTA website. Furthermore, the AECSP has targeted initiatives to support the ANZAFTA upgrade negotiations, to ensure ANZAFTA remains modern and relevant to the changing business environment and ever-evolving regional trade and economic landscape. As the end of the AECSP is approaching, ANZAFTA parties are working together to introduce a new economic cooperation program to continue advancing comprehensive economic partnership and integration among ASEAN, Australia, and New Zealand for years to come.